Hello everyone, and welcome to my new tutorial on how to add Athearn Genesis bulbs to a ready to run AC 4400 with the dummy ditch lights already installed on it. And I've done this a whole bunch to the blue box as well as to these ready to run, and they seem to work just fine. So I'm going to attempt to show you how to do it, and I hope you get some information out of it and that this works for you. In the meantime, I will start setting up to run the video, so I'll see you in just a second. Okay, as you can see here, I've got a KCS AC 4400 ready to run from Athearn, and you can see that the ditch lights, the dummy ditch lights, are already mounted into the unit. And so we are going to install some Athearn Genesis bulbs into those and show you how to hook them up. So the first thing we need to do is disassemble the shell. And you need to flip it upside down, and taking a screwdriver, remove the coupler pockets. Sometimes the screws are hard to get out of these coupler pockets without just tearing them all to pieces, so be careful. Take your time, don't get in a hurry. Okay, now we have the screws out of it. That's all it takes to get it ready to run apart. Now, wiggle the shell and it will come off. I've already installed a DCC chip in this, so it's part of the work's already been done. I've been in before. Now, you have headlights for front and back hooked up here to the board, and you need to remove the little black clips that hold the wires on. And I use a pair of pliers normally and grab them and pull them off, and usually that takes one with some teeth. Okay, these lights come out, and you do the same to the rear. Now you have your shell separated from your running gear. Okay, the first thing that I normally do, you can break your plow off real easy because it's just plastic flimsy, and it will come off. And the ditch lights are held on from the back by some small plastic tits that hold it on. So what I do, it's easier to work with them off the shell, and when you drill it out, they're coming out, I just pull them out. They are glued in quite small, and if you break the deal off on the tit off on the back, it's okay because you're going to cut it off anyhow with a drill bit. So now they're gone. You can put your shell down. Okay, now we will go to the drill press outside. You can do this by hand. I use it by starting with a small drill bit, very small drill bit, and take the and I usually drill from the bulb end. I take a small file, flat file, and just file the bulb flat so the drill bit can drill straight through without walking. It being a round surface, it will walk because they're small and they're flimsy. And so you do that to both. And I don't know if you can see or not how close I can get, but it is now flat instead of having a round fake light surface to it. Okay, now we will go to the drill press and proceed to drill these out. Okay, here we are at the drill press. I've got a number 53 drill bit in here, which is the slightly, very slightly larger than the Athearn bulbs that we will install in these ditch light housings. So I put it in my slide cross vise, center my drill bit up best I can, turn on the drill press, and very slowly push your drill bit through. It keeps it from walking from side to side. And there we have it. One light is done. As you can tell, it is now just a square assembly with a hole in it. There's no longer a little plastic tit left. Now we'll do the next one. There we have it. Okay, now that we've got these drilled out, we will return to the workbench to complete the installation on the shell and put the bulbs in. Okay, now that we have drilled out our dummy lights, we need to drill out the holes where the dummy lights mounted in the front of the deal. I use the same 53 drill bit, and it doesn't take anything to drill these out. And there you have it. If you can see it, there's two holes, number 53 in there. Now the bulbs, the wires are bigger than that, so the bulbs will come in from the back through the dummy bulb to the right length and stick out. So let's get us some bulbs. Okay, Athearn Genesis bulbs. You can get some smaller ones from Miniatronics. These should be about 1.5 volts. And I don't know if you can read this or see it, but here is the Athearn part number where I buy them, and I get them from Horizon Hobby, and I buy them in just bunches of them when I buy them. There's 4 bulbs to a pack, and as you can see, they're fairly small. Okay, when you take your shell, as you can see, the bulb will slip into the ditch light. It will actually go all the way through, but it will just come out when you're through performing this job. So what I normally do is take a small drop of glue and I apply it to one corner, as it doesn't take much to hold this on. And I usually apply just a drop to each side, and I use the bulb or the drill bit. The drill bit is usually easier to line it up, because once it sticks, then you can get it. You can turn the drill bit and get it back out. but I take it, slip it in the front,